Hi, I'm Dorothy, and today we're going to do a little wine walk. It's evening in Forest Lake, Minnesota, Zone 4, borderline Zone 5, and it is April 11th, 2020, which means we are in the middle of lockdown, but it also means that it is spring, and spring is hopeful. And so I thought I'd just show you what it's like on our farm getting ready for spring. And it's evening, and so why not do it with a little wine, huh? I'm going to bring my daughter in and I'll show you where we grow the blueberries, where we're going to plant the peppers. Our farm is 23 acres. Like I said, we're in zone 4/5, and we'll just go from there, okay? This is a series, by the way, becoming self-sufficient by growing your own food. Okay, this is my daughter Tesla, and she is here from Denver, staying with us, unfortunately, because it's the lockdown. But we both have our wine, and it is spring, like I said, so let's start our tour. I think we'll start, well, my husband just built this coal frame, so as long as we're standing here, I'll show you that. And then let's go over to the pepper area where we do the chili peppers, okay? Follow us. All right, so this is the tilled area. We've got compost tilled in here, and this is going to be all peppers. It's all fenced in because rabbits and mice love my peppers and they eat them. It's just weird. They just love the hotter the pepper, the more that they'll eat them. This is our pole barn, and then we come over here. This is the coal frame
Where we just came from.
where we just came from, right? 23 acres goes back into the back, and here's, I'll show you the house. Okay, and so there's the house. In the very back of the house you can see the little shop, and that's where I start all of the tomatoes and peppers. Okay, so here, this area is where all of the heirloom squash is going to be. And
With our veggie van in the back.
with our veggie van in the background. I love heirloom squash and I like to grow it. It's really heavy to carry to market, which is a problem. But I'm going to try this year, and what I can't carry I will cure and give away or eat. So the greenhouse is in the background there. That's where I grow the tomatoes. And then this is our driveway and our herb garden. This is where all the herbs are going to be. And in the background there you can see the compost area. Those posts that are sticking up, that's where our compost goes. Okay, time for a sip of wine. All right, next up we're going to the beans. I love growing Romano beans and the flat beans. And there's something that you don't see at market all that often, and you certainly don't see them in the grocery stores very often. So that's why I like to grow them. So let me show you the bean area. Yeah. Okay, this is where we grow the beans. He's got these rows tilled also, and then the fencing here is for the beans to climb up. Now Romano beans are a bush bean, so they don't climb too far, but I do grow a lot of pole beans also. And then there's the edge of the herb garden, and the barn that we just came from, the house, and the squash bed. And now lastly, we're going to go look at the blueberries. This is the greenhouse again, and so the blueberries are on the other side. Now I grow 600 blueberry plants. That's probably my main crop, and I'm going to do a video next week about how you can plant blueberries on your deck and get the fruit, because you probably don't have enough room for 600 plants unless you are a small-scale farmer. Okay, you can see the blueberries from here. They go all the way down and around. I'll get closer up in just a minute. This bed is where I tried to grow strawberries year after year after year, and they just kept getting weeded in, so this year I'm growing them in pots. Okay, headed to the blueberries. And Then I'll show you a couple things about our blueberries, and then we'll call it good for the evening and go drink our wine in real style. All right, these are the blueberry bushes. They have not leafed out yet, so I'll get it close up. But first I wanted to show you, these are wood chips. I flag down any truck that's on our road during the fall or the spring and beg them to bring us wood chips. I give them free beer for a pile of wood chips, and it works out really well. The wood chips make a great mulch for the blueberry bushes. And so here are the blueberry bushes. These posts and wires are for netting. Blueberries need, the birds will get them all if you don't net them. So the netting's really a hassle, but we have to do it. Here's one of this blueberry bush is 14 years old, and you can see it's just starting to bud out. Here it is from back a ways. Okay, and then we'll just walk down the row here so you can see the wire, the post for the netting, and the plants. So I'm not going to show you all 600 of them, but this is the stage they're in. They're going to be leafing out pretty soon, and I will come back and show you what they look like then. Now next week we're going to go to the young blueberry bushes. I'm going to dig up one and show you how to plant it.
And now we're walking up the driveway again. And here's our neighbors. They have a cow, a goat, all the things. They have all the animals.
All the things that you want. She wants goats, no goats.
Yeah.
We were going to do chickens this year, but that didn't happen either because my husband and I talked about who is going to carry all those big bins of feed and who is going to clean out the stalls every day. And I'm too busy to do it. He's not interested in doing it. So we're going to buy our eggs from the neighbors.
They don't have chickens.
Well, our neighbors down the street do.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So that is the tour for today. And it's going to be really interesting. Once it starts greening up, it happens really fast. But as you can see, it's pretty brown right now. But hope springs eternal. I think that's enough for today. It's hard to drink wine and walk at the same time, so...
Oh, I didn't have any problems.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, well, I guess I need more experience then, huh? Okay, we will see you tomorrow or next day.
Cheers.
Cheers.